Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. Today is an interesting day because David is learning how to milk. I can't always 100% be here, or if I get sick or whatever, but with Audrey's state fair coming up, it's far enough away that we're gonna have to spend the night. So David said that he would learn how to milk so that he could cover milking while I'm gone with Audrey at the fair. So, David is milking goats. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Squeezing a goat.
I'm squeezing a goat.
Fresh squeezed goat juice.
Yep. First of what? 5 we got to milk today?
4 this morning.
So I am trying to take responsibility for having dairy animals. Because it came up, I don't know how much Amanda has said yet, but basically there's going to be a time at the end of August when Audrey and Amanda are going to have to leave the house for like 2 days, and I have not yet milked all the goats myself. I milked Maggie ones, I know the Nigis, but it's time to learn the big ones, suck it up and learn how to do chores. So anyway, she was sweet. And after I was done, I went back to check her, and that's how much extra was left in there. So
How much?
yeah, not too bad. I feel pretty good about this. But brushed her down, had a good conversation. We talked deep goat things, and I'm gonna move on. Here we go.
On to mayhem.
Yep. So here's the deal. Milking, to me, you think of pull, do your milking thing, right? Milk goes in bucket, next goat, move on. No. There is much more to this than I would have just thought. Even knowing we grain the goats and do all that while we milk them. This goat here, Mayhem, she is taking her sweet time. As Amanda is explaining, this is what you put into the buckets, and Audrey's helping me find all the right scoops, because quite frankly, Audrey knows more about milking than I do. I'm finding out some goats are pickier than others. For example, the first goat we did, which she was, the least picky of them, we give her 1 scoop of all 3 different things. We give her some of the pink stuff, we give her some of the green stuff, and we give her some of the all mixed up, I don't know what are these things called, Audrey?
Pellets, green.
Pellets, alfalfa, and calf manna? Is that what they are? What are they?
Well, one is a dairy goat ration that is milk enhancing.
Okay.
One is alfalfa pellets, and one is calf manna.
Okay, alright, so those are the 3 things we were giving them. I'm still learning them, obviously. But some of the goats, for instance, Mayhem next to me, she only wants 2 of the 3. And another goat only wants 2 of the other ones, and not the 3rd. And so I have to keep all these things in my mind. Meanwhile,
I can make a chart for you.
Meanwhile, Mayhem here is being quite picky, even with what we did give her.
She's just eating it at her own pace.
So you're done milking, and you're sitting here waiting on this silly goat to finish her food.
Oh, thank you.
All the lovely YouTubers appreciate that little look.
I think she's done.
All right, on to number 3. So what you doing there?
Popping an abscess.
Mama's got an abscess on her front foot.
Yucky.
It's pretty gross.
Putting your vet training to skills to use on the farm.
Yeah.
I'm holding my elbow used to the farm.
Sorry, I know the sun's bright right behind me.
Ooh, I know, I'm sorry.
Well, Maggie over here, she's definitely the most dramatic of the milkers. Had some fun with her this morning. At one point she kicked and I just stuck my arm underneath her foot and just basically held her foot up and milked out the back instead of the front. Worked out just fine.
David certainly did a great job getting those goats milked. One thing that I am doing today is that we are getting a new rabbit buck. Why? We are getting a new rabbit buck because I really would like to get some diverse bloodlines and have litters that are actually not related. It would actually make it easier to sell babies if they're not related, because people frequently want to get breeding pairs, breeding trios, and you need them to be unrelated, or at least not closely related. And with only one buck, they're all siblings, whether it be full siblings or half siblings. So we're getting a second buck so that we can kind of diversify our bloodlines a little bit. Got a new cage set up for him. It's a little bit crooked, which is driving me just a little bit crazy, but it's gonna be ready for him. I'm gonna go get him in just a little bit. Very exciting. We're also getting all of our seeds planted today in the ramshackle throw it together summer garden. Well, everybody, the new bunny is here. His name is Merlin, because obviously we had to stick with the King Arthur theme. Here he is, everybody. This is Merlin. Hey, buddy. Merlin is a blue harlequin. He's 12 weeks old right now. He's a little bit on the small side, but his ears are nice and big, his feet are nice and big. So I have high hopes that he'll get a lot of growing done. He came from a large litter, so he just may be a little bit undersized just from the competition for food. So now that he's got no competition, I'm hopeful he'll start putting some weight on. He's a good boy. And he's got real pretty colors on him. There we go. Mom and I are planting some plants in the garden. Plants that we purchased, plants that were given to us. So blessed. Thank you so much to our dear friend Heather. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We're so thankful. We're so blessed. So some of the things that we had to purchase were like jalapeno peppers, but we were given a nice big wad of bell peppers that we're gonna plant. We separated them kind of into smaller groups, and we'll have those in clusters going down. But we do have some seeds we're also gonna be starting. Things like okra and beans and squash and cucumbers, things that should come up fairly quickly and hopefully produce something before we start getting that fall frost. First order of business is that we are planting some sweet potato slips that were given to us by our dear friend Heather. She actually gave us a combination of white sweet potatoes as well as your traditional orange sweet potato. So we're trying to get those in the ground first because they were exposed. We didn't want those roots to dry out, so we are getting them in the ground and then getting to the other stuff. Well, it certainly took some doing, but we got this garden planted. We haven't quite finished everything. We just had a little bit of heat coming in, and it's really not ideal to be planting in the hottest part of the day. So we're waiting until this evening to get it finished. Thank you so much to two of our viewers who gave us sweet potatoes and bell peppers and tomatoes. You guys are awesome. Your generosity and the time that you gave to meet with us, it was amazing. We love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're very excited to see what we can get out of this garden. We planted some seeds today. We got some beans and okra and squash and cucumbers. Really hoping that those take off and we're able to get some harvest before the fall. If not, at least we tried. It is what it is. But we're really excited. We're also doing some other work that you can probably see is that there are pieces of cardboard and there's wood chips in there. We're going to continue working on that. That's just what we were able to get done last night as the light was fading. We've got boxes from moving. We got to strip the tape off those boxes and we're putting them in the walkways for now. So we're going to cover them up with the wood chips and we're going to see how well we can keep the weeds out. And when we finish with our pile of wood chips, we'll see what's left. If it gets all the walkways done. If not, we're gonna have to order another chip drop, which is fine because wood chips, woo! We're also very excited about our new addition to the rabbit tree, Merlin. I'm pretty sure that once he gets over his initial new place, I'm scared, he's going to really blossom and he's gonna start growing and he's gonna be an awesome little buck for us. As always, this is your country nerd with a goat herd and now a massive planted garden saying that you can grow where you're planted.